Okay guys, so from this video onwards I've covered everything to do with cost allocation, all the methods, right? Remember we've got four methods: direct method, specific identification method, simultaneous method, and this last one, okay, so recip reciprocal. So I'm just gonna put reciprocal, right? I'm just gonna say that could be wrong, that could be right, but it doesn't matter, right? Whether you spell it that like that, it's still gonna, if it comes out in exams, you still do the same method. Okay, so you see this and you're like, okay, it's overcomplicated. Yes, the way they present it is overcomplicated, but it's actually so simple. Now, before we go and do this, like show you over here what they did, I want to make it an easy layout so you'll know what I'm doing here. So this whole process, what it's about. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm just going to show you like what are we actually doing in the reciprocal method. Now, before this video, if you never watched all my other videos on all the other methods, I'll advise do it because now you'll be a bit lost. Because if you look at all my other videos, if you understand direct method and specific identification method, you watch my two videos there, you'll understand this fully. So now let's get to it. So what I want to do is this, right? I want to get three people's names, right? So now this is just random names. I'm not associated with any people over here. Sam, Ben. So we got Sam, we got Ben, and we got Mr. I don't know, Lee, Mr. Lee. Yeah, Mr. Lee, right? Okay. So Sam has 100 rand, Ben has 70 rand, and Lee has let's say he has 200 rand, huh? Okay, let's make another name too, because in the reciprocal method we sometimes has four accounts. Let's be Lee and Z. So Lee and Z, right? 100 rand. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Okay, so let's start. Now, Lee and Z are service departments, right? So we're doing like an analogy over here. So we know like what we're gonna do in this whole reciprocal method working. I just want to show you what we're actually doing now. Okay, let's say Lee and Z are going to die in 3 days' time, right? So they tell you that, hey, you know what, O's, Sam and Ben, we're gonna die in 3 days' time. Now Lee and Z are very generous people. They do not want to die with money in their hands. No one should die with money in their hands, because when they go to the grave, there is no money. So Lee and Z says, okay, every single day for 3 days, we'll give all of you all some of our money, right? We'll give Sam or Ben of our money. Now the analogy is these are the production departments, huh? In our costing, this is service departments. In the costing, every video I told you, service departments needs to be zero at the end of the year, right? Or at the end of the period. All these costs over here need to come somehow in the production. And the way we do it is a specific method. This, we're doing a reciprocal method. Okay, so how do we do the reciprocal method? Okay, so let's say each day Lee and Z gives 50% of their money. 50% of their money, right? Lee and Z. So on day one, right, Lee gives. So how do I show this? Okay, so Lee removes 200 rand from him, right? But he'll distribute his 200 rand equally among the three. Okay, so now obviously now if I use a calculator and do it, if I say he does 50% each, or not 50%. Okay, so obviously each one has to be a certain percentage to make 100. I'm just thinking what I can do. So let's say this is 50, 50, and 30. So 50, 50, 30, 10, and 10. This is like the percentage it allocates. So 30, 50, 80, 90. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna show you the working when we go over here. But basically, this 200 rand, he splits it with. So I'm just gonna show you in different color. He splits it some of the money with Sam, some of the money with Ben, and some of the money with Z. Right. Now, Z's money at the end is gonna come over here. So 100 plus whatever this is, he's going to have a lot of money. He's going to now split it with everyone else. So he's going to split it with Z, Ben, Sam. Then now Lee has more money now. So he's going to take out this money and split it with Ben, Sam, and Z. Then Z is going to have money, is going to split it with this, this, this. So can you see what's happening? Both those two people are splitting the money every day with everyone, other people, besides themselves equally until they get to zero. They'll come to a point where as you go down, this will be zero and this will be zero, right? So that's the basically understanding of how it is. Now, obviously, it's going to make even more sense now when we do the working and show you how it actually happens in real life over here. Okay, so when you think of reciprocal, right, think of very generous. Think of these people are very generous. This is share. Okay. So very nice over here. They give you this estimated work done by service department for other departments. So just note the mixing 108, 200, 39, 400, 98, 100, 2600 are all done from primary allocations, right? You did this above, right? Now all this we're doing is secondary allocation. So when you do the overhead statement, if you watch my previous video, do the secondary allocation is called, it's a different section of the overhead statement. So this is the whole section actually of, so this whole thing is actually secondary allocation. That's why I said watch my video. Secondary allocation. Primary allocation, we did it. You have to do primary allocation to get these amounts over here, right? Okay, so, right. So this is a service department over here. This is a service department over here. So, first of all, we're going to be like, okay, which is the highest department? See, stores 9800. That's the highest department, right? So, because it's the highest, we're going to close it first and he's going to share it with everyone first. It makes sense, he's the highest, he shares it with everyone first. So, this, okay, so there's missing things over here on this table. This is supposed to be, say, stores. And then here's canteen, the rows. It's missing, that's supposed to be there. Yeah, stores, X, yeah. So, stores, all these numbers, canteen, all these numbers. Okay. So the first one is going to close is stores. We'll take out the 9800, but this 9800 gets split up steering, mixing, and canteen. So equal. So they'll be split it among the three, all the other people besides him. So if you put in a calculator 9800, let's see how they got the mixing 45400. They said 90,800 times. Can you see over here mixing is 50? So we say 50 over. 50 over, let's say 50 over 100. Let's see what we get. There we go, we get 45,400. The reason why we said 50 over 100, it's 50 over all these percentages over 100, right? And we got 45,400. You do 30 over 100, you get that. You get 20 over 100, you get that. So if you add this, it gives you 9,800. Perfect, right? Okay, so now once you did that, you clap hands. We did the first allocation. After you distributed the first store amount, you're going to distribute the canteen. Now, the canteen initially had 23,600, but stores gave him this amount, 18,160. So now his total amount he actually has to distribute, it's not going to be just 23,600, it's 41,760. So this is the new amount he had distributing now, right? So we're going to take out the 41,760. Now, just for clarification, I think I don't even need to put this amount here. I can just take out the 41,760. That means I'm taking out all these amounts above. I think that will be better actually to display this answer. So anyway, 41,760. Now we're going to distribute it with all the three. So you see how they're distributing it among everyone else besides them each and every single time, and it continues like this until they get zero. So 41,760, if you do it for the mixing to get this amount 18,792, it's 45 over 100. So 41,760 times 45 over 100, that's give me 18,792. That's correct. You do it with 40 over 100, you get this amount, and then this one is it's 15 over 100, you get this amount. Done. So you distribute that. But now stores, although he had a zero balance, canteen in the second one gave him more money. So now he got 264 rand richer. But now he's dying. So now it's his turn to give more money. So now stores will give more money. So let's take out that amount, what he has in his account, split it among the three in the same ratio of we are in the row 1, stores ratio. Right. So you do that, done. But now Canteen turn to give money. Canteen now, although we closed off had 0, stores gave him money, isn't? So now he has 1, 2, 5, 3. Close that off, split it among the 3 in the ratios. But now stores turn to give money. Stores turn has a 188 from the last share from Canteen. So now we close 188 and we split it among the 3. Then it's Canteen's turn to give money. We take out the 38 and we give it among the stores, sterling and mixing. But hey, now it's stores turn to give money. He still has money. So now he has 6 rand, poor bichara. So we take out the 6 rand and we split it among the 3. You're going to encounter a problem here. So we're going to split it among the 3. But when we split it among the mixing, among the stirring, we have nothing left, right? So, okay, so it's a very, very good reason here why we did this now. We're only splitting it among the mixing and stirring, can you see? So once we take out the 6 rand here, right, we're no more doing all these ratios. We're only going to put 50 and 30. See, 50 and 30. We're not including 20. We're not saying 50 over 100. We're saying 50 over 80. Because here's the thing, right? Once we close off the 6 rand, when we said that, we know we're going to get a 0 balance, right? So there's no way we're going to like split the money to the other people. Because see here, right, in the previous step we took out the 38, right, his balance closed off, went to 0. So technically he died. Let's have a 2-second silence for him. So he died. Then now you went to him and you saw he has 6 rand, so his turn to share. You took out the 6 rand, so now you know he'll also die. So because those two people have died, and most importantly, this person is dead, why are you including him in the ratio in your last step when you distributing the 6 rand? It makes no sense to distribute him. So you use only 50 and 30. So to work at this amount, 6 rand times 50 over 80 to 6 rand times 30 over 80. You get 4 and 2. So can you see how this balance is nil, this balance is 0? They have died. They have died, but they have left money for these two departments. And we'll always remember them, always, about their sacrifices. You must always remember. Although this is cost accounting, we literally really sad about this now. Always remember, right? Always the service departments, they die out at the end. They have a 0 balance. That's our cost allocation, secondary allocation, right? So yeah, that's how we do it, right? So remember, we start with the highest number, we close it off, split among the 3. We go to Canteen. Hey, he has some money. Let's close it off, split among the 3. Hey, Store's turn. He has some money, split among the 3. Next, Canteen turn, split among the money, split among 3. Stores, split among 3. Canteen, split among 3. Stores, and you keep on doing this until you close off Canteen. It goes to 0. Close stores off, it goes to 0. Both are 0. Then you be like, no man, he's dead. Then you only split among these two, right? So that's the reciprocal method. Now, will they either test this method or the direct method or the simultaneous or whatever? See ya. Reciprocal method, as you can see over here, takes a lot of time, right? So they most likely won't ask this. Okay? They most likely won't ask this, but they can ask it. Why? Because they can only put this in the question because it's a lot of marks. So they can definitely ask this, 100%. So yeah, but it's a lot of work than the other one's method. But yeah, that's how we do this reciprocal method.